Gentlemen, what if I told you there are 3 simple words that can make a woman feel more desire for you than any physical technique, any compliment about her looks, or any romantic gesture you've ever tried? I'm not talking about "I love you." That's important, but it's not what I'm referring to. These 3 words work differently. They bypass her logical mind and speak directly to the part of her brain that controls attraction, trust, and sexual desire. I'm Dr. Julia Rhodes, a sexual health specialist with over a decade of clinical experience working with thousands of couples. And today, I'm going to reveal exactly what those 3 words are, why they're so powerful, and most importantly, when and how to use them so they actually work. But first, I need you to understand why everything you've been doing to turn her on might be working against you. Most men think arousal starts with physical touch. They believe if they just kiss her neck the right way, touch her in the right places, or create the perfect romantic atmosphere, desire will follow. But here's what actually happens in a woman's brain. Her arousal doesn't begin with touch. It begins with feeling. And that feeling isn't about romance or passion in the way most men think. It's about safety, presence, and being truly seen. When those 3 elements are missing, her body literally shuts down its ability to feel pleasure. Stress hormones like cortisol flood her system, restricting blood flow to her sexual organs. Her mind races with 1,000 thoughts, work deadlines, household responsibilities, insecurities about her body, wondering if you're truly present or just going through the motions. You could be doing everything technically right, but if her mind isn't free to let go, her body won't respond. And this is where most men get it completely wrong. They try to turn her on by talking about how beautiful she is, how sexy she looks, how much they want her. But those words put pressure on her. Now she's thinking, do I look good enough? Am I performing well? Is he disappointed? Instead of relaxing into desire, she's managing your expectations. Which brings me to those 3 words. And I promise you, when you understand why they work, everything about your intimate life will change. The 3 words are, I've got you. Now, stay with me here, because this isn't just about saying the phrase. It's about what those words do to her nervous system. When a woman hears, I've got you, from a man she trusts, especially in moments of vulnerability, her brain releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone that deepens trust and connection. Her cortisol levels, those stress hormones that block arousal, they drop significantly. Her body shifts from a state of tension and vigilance into a state of surrender and openness. And that's when desire can actually flow. Let me break down exactly why these 3 words are so powerful and why they work when nothing else does. Reason number 1, they remove performance pressure. Most of what you say to a woman during intimacy, whether you realize it or not, creates expectation. You're so beautiful means she needs to live up to being beautiful. I want you so badly means she needs to match your level of desire. Does this feel good? Means she needs to give you the right answer. But I've got you removes all of that. It tells her, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to perform. You don't have to manage my feelings. I'm here. I'm present. You're safe. And when a woman feels that kind of safety, her body can finally relax into pleasure. Reason number 2, they activate deep biological trust. Anthropologically, women are wired to assess safety before arousal. This isn't conscious. It's hardwired into the survival centers of her brain. When she's with a man who makes her feel protected, not physically protected from danger, but emotionally held. Her body interprets that as, this man is reliable. I can let my guard down. That's when her parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for rest, digestion, and yes, sexual arousal, can fully activate. I've got you is one of the fastest ways to signal that safety. Reason number 3. They shift focus from her insecurity to your strength. Most women carry quiet insecurities about their bodies, their desirability, whether they're too much or not enough. When you tell her she's sexy, she hears it through that filter of insecurity. She might smile, but internally she's thinking, does he really mean that? Is he just saying it? But I've got you isn't about her at all. It's about you. It tells her, I'm strong enough to hold space for you. I'm not fragile. I'm not worried about my own performance. I'm here for you fully. That confidence, that grounded presence, is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have. And for men over 60, this is where you have a massive advantage. Younger men often lack the emotional maturity to be truly present. They're in their heads, worried about performance, trying to prove something. But you've lived long enough to know that real strength isn't about dominance or bravado. It's about calm, steady presence. And that's exactly what I've Got You communicates. Now, here's the part most men get wrong. You can't just say these words randomly and expect magic to happen. Context and timing are everything. Let me walk you through exactly when and how to use them for maximum impact. The first moment, during emotional vulnerability. If she's stressed, overwhelmed, or opening up about something difficult, that's when you say it. Not as a solution to her problem, but as a statement of presence. She doesn't need you to fix anything. She needs to know you're there. Hold her. Look her in the eyes. Say it slowly and calmly. I've got you. Then stay silent. Let her feel it. The second moment, right before intimacy begins. This is critical. When you're both moving toward intimacy, but before any physical touch happens, pause. Pull her close. Whisper it. I've got you. What you're doing is giving her permission to let go of control, to stop managing the moment, to just receive. The third moment, during intimacy when she's holding back. If you sense she's in her head, if her body is tense, if she seems distracted, slow everything down. Stop moving. Hold her. Breathe with her. Say it again. I've got you. Then wait. Let her nervous system reset. You're not rushing her. You're anchoring her. The fourth moment, after intimacy. This is where most men fail completely. After she's vulnerable, after she's let go, after the intensity has passed, she needs to know you're still there. Don't roll over. Don't immediately shift focus to something else. Hold her. Stroke her hair. Say it one more time. I've got you. That post-intimacy care, what's called aftercare in therapeutic terms, is what cements trust and makes her crave intimacy with you again and again. Now, let me tell you the 4 biggest mistakes men make that completely ruin the power of these words. Mistake number 1. Saying them without presence. If you say, I've got you, while distracted, while thinking about something else, or in a rushed tone, she'll feel it. Words without presence are just noise. You have to mean it. You have to be fully there. Mistake number 2. Using them to rush her. Some men say, I've got you, and then immediately try to escalate physically, thinking it's some kind of magic password. That's manipulation, not connection. When you say these words, you have to actually hold space.
No agenda. Neurosync.
Just presence. Mistake number 3, only using them during intimacy. Asterisk, if the only time she hears "I've got you" is when you want sex, she'll stop trusting it. Use these words in everyday life. When she's stressed about work. When she's worried about the kids. When life feels overwhelming. Show her that "I've got you" isn't about getting something from her. It's about being there for her, period. Mistake number 4, not backing them up with action. Words are powerful, but only when your actions match. If you say "I've got you," but then she constantly feels unsupported, unheard, or alone in managing life's challenges, those words will lose all meaning. Consistency builds trust, and trust is what makes desire possible. Now, here's something most men don't realize. These 3 words work not because there's some psychological trick. They work because they represent something deeper. Mature masculine presence. And that's something that actually gets stronger with age, not weaker. When you're over 60, you're no longer trying to prove yourself. You're no longer chasing validation. You've learned that real strength is quiet, steady, and reliable. And that's exactly what women crave, especially women in their 50s, 60s, and beyond who've spent decades with men who were physically present but emotionally absent. When you show up with genuine presence, when you hold space without needing anything in return, when you can look her in the eyes and say, "I've got you," and actually mean it, you become irreplaceable. Not because of your physical performance, but because of who you are. I covered the deeper psychology behind this, including specific body language cues that amplify these words and advanced techniques for reading her nervous system's response in last week's newsletter. If you're not subscribed, links in the description. So here's my question for you. When was the last time you said something to your partner that made her feel truly safe? Not impressed, not flattered, but safe? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and your insights help shape the content I create. And if you want weekly strategies on intimacy, confidence, and connection that actually work for men over 60, join my free newsletter. Real insights, no fluff. Links in the description and pinned in the comments. Remember, attraction isn't about what you do to her body. It's about how you make her feel in her soul. And when she feels held, safe, and truly seen, desire flows naturally. I'm Dr. Julia Rhodes, and I'll see you in the next one.